Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Racia Conseja. Today I'm going to talk about the when you get a new job and you get sick. So we need to watch out because many years ago, with a phone call or an email or text saying, I wake up with fever or I catch a cold or flu or whatever it is, I cannot go to work today. In some companies, it depends of the position you are doing. Some people are flexible. So that means if you for real are sick, nowadays you have to prove it. They don't believe anymore that you say, oh, I'm sick, I don't feel well. You cannot fake it. You need to, most of the companies, they require that, okay, you're sick, you need to go to the doctor and bring me a statement, a letter from the doctor saying that you were visiting the doctor and that's why you were sick and you couldn't come to work. In other places, they are a little flexible, mostly non-profit organizations, people who work with human services. They are more flexible, they are more understandable. So they can say, stay home today and you carry a laptop from your job, you can work from home. Or you can make up the hours. For example, they can allow you because if you are new, you just been like a couple weeks or a month or two and you haven't accrued sick hours leave. You need to, if you get sick in the beginning, the first 3 months, you're not going to get paid if you get sick and you don't work. Of course, if they hire you, is for you to be working, not to be sick at home. So watch out about, because I know most of people, what they do, they are unresponsible people that take things so smooth and cool and laid back. They assume that this is not going to affect, but guess what? Most of the times, and remember guys, first 3 months in any company in the United States is crucial because they are checking your punctuality, responsibility, and commitment. If you get sick and you need to prove it, you can prove it like talking on the phone and you are coughing, and the boss is, how can I say? Some people take their leaders or managers granted because they are nice and say, oh, I can treat her or treat him and I can pretend to be sick and they are not going to put me any problems. But the thing is, they don't say anything. When you less expect it, they say, thank you, but we don't need you here anymore. You don't fit the position. And they don't even tell you why they are fighting you. They just go and say bye-bye and you're done. You are all set. So be careful when you are sick. Try to prove it. And also in the places that I'm saying that they are flexible, in the nonprofit organizations or some certain companies, it also depends on the position you're doing. They can say, okay, you can make up the hours. For example, if you miss a Monday and Tuesday because you catch a cold and you were running with fever, when you get better, of course, you're not going to get 100% better, but the third day you need to go to your office or to your job. And then your boss sees you, your supervisor, manager sees you that you are sick, they can send you home and say, oh yeah, this person is really sick. So go back home and we work it out the hours. You can make up the hours later. So for example, if you work like 8 hours a day or 9 hours a day, they split it. So instead to work one day 8 hours, you're going to work 10 or 12 hours and split it in through 3 days. Or they can say, don't work at the hours, but we're not going to pay you. So that's why it's important to know how to administrate your money, your finances, so you can save money for emergencies like this one. Like, for example, most of the times when you get a new job and you come from the previous job and you're living paycheck by paycheck, you need to save some money, because that's the thing. When you transition from one job to the other one, the new job is going to pay you like 1 or 2 weeks later, because that's the way the human resources do the accounts, the amount of money and all that stuff. So you need to be careful and be honest and truthful, because managers are going to test you. They are going to try you and see how committed you are to your job. Because if you're not, you're going to get in trouble. I'm saying this from own experience in the past and from experience helping people to find jobs. And things happen, life happens. Always something is happening when we get a new job, even we have been in the job for a while. But all depends is how responsible we are with and committed to our jobs. So when we are committed to our job, guess what? When the hard times happen, like a sickness for yourself or for your member of your family, or any hardship happens, the manager can be more understandable and can help you out, can guide you through it or find the ways to help you out. But when you start to lie, to hide things, or to ghost them, because some employees do that, they get sick and they disappear. The manager, the coworkers are looking for them. They send emails, texts, voicemails. They never reply back. And then after a week or two, they show up from nowhere and says, oh, oops, because I was sick. I didn't want to bother anyone and blah, blah, blah. And that is a big mistake, because when you ghost as a new employee, you ghost your manager or the people that you work for, they're not going to trust you anymore. And they're going to use any excuse to kick you out, to say, thank you, but no thank you. We need someone committed to the job. So be careful out there. And I'm talking to anybody, because I had seen in people from 18 to 70 years old, because some people don't mature. Some people physically, they can be 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but here they're still thinking and acting like 10 years old. So we need to be careful about our words and actions. And remember, guys, nowadays you need to prove that you are sick. They are not accepting any excuses anymore, like in the old times that you call or you send an email, oh, I'm sick, I have a fever, or I catch a cold or flu or COVID or whatever it is. You need to prove it. You need to prove it going to the doctor and get an excuse from the doctor. The doctor has to say and sign and says, this person was visiting today. This person had catch a cold or flu or whatever. And his excuse for 1-2 days or for a week or whatever it is. But, and you need to request it, because doctors nowadays, they don't give you excuses, at least that you request it. You need to request it, that prove that you visit the doctor and the doctor saw you and you were really sick. Because the thing is, companies, they are not stupid anymore. People, they are not dummy anymore. So whoever comes and tell them things, they try to believe your word, but they need a proof of it. So you need to give two proofs. A part of your word, you need to give a statement, sign it by the doctor, that you really visit the doctor or the emergency room or whatever it is, and that you were sick. And also you have to prove it doing your job. Arriving 5-10 minutes every single day inside your job. No in the parking lot, no in the bus station, inside your job. Then in the beginning of the 3 months of a new job, they don't tell you anything. They're just observing you. They are observing you and see what you're doing, your punctuality, your responsibility. Don't copy bad behaviors. That's the other thing. People assume, because there is other coworkers, they have been there for many years. You don't know the relationship between those old coworkers with the managers. That's why they are allowed to do certain things that as a new person, you're not allowed yet, because they don't know you yet. So these people, for example, they are on their phone texting all the time. They are doing whatever they want. They take longer breaks, longer hours of lunch, even it's 30 minutes in some places is 1 hour, but sometimes people take longer than that. Don't assume because you're new and you see the behavior of your coworkers, you are allowed to do the same thing. No, ever, never, never, never. Always ask. Ask your manager since day one. Am I allowed to accept emergency calls because I have little ones, or I have my dad, or I'm taking care of my family, whatever it is? In case I have an emergency call, am I allowed to take personal phone calls? In that case. Am I allowed to send a test? How many breaks do I have a day? How long is the breaks? You need to follow whatever your manager, your supervisor, your director is telling you. Don't copy the bad behavior from your coworkers, because you don't know the story between them and your manager. They can be outside friends, and that's why they allow and permitted to do whatever they want, but you're not, because you're new. So you're not allowed to do the same things. I had seen this in many cases, the people that I've been helping all these years, and they tell me, because I always ask them why you got fired, or why you quit your job, or why you got laid off. They tell me the same story. Oh no, because I was on my phone all the time. Remember, you don't get paid to be on your phone 24/7. You get paid to do the job that you're supposed to. That's why we have breaks. That's why we have lunch break. To make personal phone calls, and you share the coffee room, the cafeteria, the break room, however you call in your company. That's why you can go out, go to your car if you have a car, or go outside, or to a place that you can have a private phone call because you want to talk with your partner, with your loved one, or you need to set up an appointment for anything. There are ways to do things in your breaks or in your lunch break, not while your job. And please, if you want to keep your job, don't give the chance. And mostly when you are new, the first 6 months they are checking on you. And they can fire you because of that, because you are on the phone. And you cannot say, oh, how can be that my coworker, she's on the phone all the time, and why I cannot do that? First, that is a childish way to complain to your boss or your manager. And secondly, you are new. They are checking on you, how your behavior. They are checking on you, how your performance in your job. You cannot just go and do whatever you see in others, because the one that is going to be in trouble is you, not your coworkers. That's the way that works. Unfortunately, yes, I agree with you. There are unfair things in this life, and one of those unfair things is some people are allowed to do certain things and we are not, even we are new. So be careful with those things, please. I'm just giving you these tips so you can keep your jobs. Again, if you get sick, let your manager right away know that you got sick. Call. Don't send a text and don't send an email, because through text or email, your boss or your manager or your director is not going to find out if you are telling the truth. Call. Have the guts and call. It is true. Because if you are calling to say that you are sick, but you want to stay home because you don't want to go to work, they are going to find out sooner than later. And then the only one who is lying is you. You're lying to yourself. Remember, when we lie to others, we are not lying to others. We're using them to lie to ourselves. It's the same for a student. When you go to the college or to school, and you give the excuse that you forgot to do the homework, or you give the excuse that you couldn't go to study. They can believe you. The teacher can believe you. The instructor can believe you. But you know that you're the only one know that you are lying to yourself. Because who is missing the knowledge? The teacher or you? You. Because the teacher knows already. That's why he's teaching or she's teaching. So be truthful to yourself first. That's why it's important to be honest with ourselves. When we are not honest with ourselves, that's why we are not honest with others. So watch out your thoughts and your actions. Hopefully this information helped, and please share this information with someone who needs it. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribe to my channel, and for give me a like. Remember, I don't get paid to make these videos. The likes, it means that show you more videos about my channel. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.